Hello class, welcome back. Today we will move towards our next chapter of the economics, that is supply analysis. For this chapter we need to study some concepts. So students, in our economy there are so many activities takes place. अपनी इकोनॉमी में बहुत सारे एक्टिविटी होते रहते हैं. ओके, तो जैसे कि है एक्सचेंज ऑफ गुड्स. फाइन. टू मेक दिस एक्सचेंज ऑफ गुड्स, ये गुड्स एक दूसरे को एक्सचेंज करने के लिए, लेने देने के लिए, देयर इज नीड ऑफ टू पीपल. देयर वी नीड टू पीपल, राइट? सो they people are sender and receiver. Clear? Now sender means who give or exchange something to another person, right? Means he is what? He is seller. He is selling goods or commodity. And the second one, receiver. Receiver means who receive goods from other, that is from sender, from seller. So we can say that seller as a buyer who purchased goods from seller. Clear? Now seller, when seller will sell his goods, when he is having availability of goods. Now who will make it available for seller? Okay, he is called as a producer. क्लियर? सेलर गुड्स कभी सेल करेगा जब उसके पास गुड्स की अवेलेबिलिटी होगी, और गुड्स को अवेलेबल करके कौन देगा? वो है प्रोड्यूसर. प्रोड्यूसर मतलब जो चीज़ें मैन्युफैक्चर करता है, प्रोड्यूस करता है. सो टुडे इन दिस वीडियो वी विल स्टडी अबाउट प्रोड्यूसर. Okay, that is supply analysis. Earlier in last year portion, the name of this chapter was producers behavior, because how producers behave, about that we will going to study in this chapter. Okay, this year the name has changed and it is supply analysis, but content is same. See, in last chapter, that is 3a and 3b, we studied consumer behavior and about demand, and here we will study about producers behavior and about supply. Clear? So here we will study producers behavior. Now producer makes production या फिर मैन्युफैक्चर. कहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चर करेगा? इन फैक्ट्री. ओके, तो प्रोड्यूसर साल भर में या फिर उसको दिए हुए टाइम में जो भी चीज़ प्रोड्यूस करेगा, वो प्रोड्यूस गुड्स को ही बोला जाता है टोटल आउटपुट. क्लियर? ओके, सी, सपोज यू आर मेकिंग पाव भाजी एट होम. So for that you need some inputs. Inputs means ingredients. So after putting that inputs, और ये inputs ingredient कौन डालेगा? We need one labor, one worker, one person. Okay, तो वैसे ही यहाँ पे प्रोडक्शन के लिए फैक्ट्री में वी नीड सम इनपुट्स, और ये इनपुट्स डालने के बाद अपने को एक फाइनल आउटपुट आता है, प्रोडक्शन आता है. वो टोटल प्रोडक्शन को ही बोला जाता है टोटल आउटपुट. ओके, नाउ एज अ प्रोड्यूसर आई वांट टू सेल द गुड्स या फिर द कमोडिटी. ओके, तो मेरे पास अगर वो गुड्स नहीं है तो मैं सप्लाई कर सकती हूँ क्या? नहीं. इफ दैट गुड्स इज नॉट विथ मी देन आई कांट सप्लाई. ओके, तो प्रोडक्शन इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. इफ प्रोडक्शन इज देयर then there will be stock of a good. Stock of a goods means what? When producer produces some goods, he keep in a godown या फिर in factory, in a warehouse में वो store करके रखेगा. And what he will do, whenever there will be best price in the market for his goods, he will sell that, supply that goods. Clear? So next concept is stock. Stock means goods which is available with a producer is called as a stock. Clear? Next is supply. As I said, if there is a better price for a product which is produced by a producer, then he will supply that goods in the market. So supply means goods which is ready for sale, okay, is called as a supply. Clear? Okay, so total output, then stock and supply, these three concepts are very important before starting this lesson. Okay, so let's study in detail total output, concept of total output, stock and supply. Number 1, total output. Output is a produce in the process of production. Total output can be defined as the sum total of quantity of a commodity produced at a given period of time in the economy. See here, total output मतलब क्या बोल सकते हैं हम, sum total, sum means एक साथ, quantity of a commodity produced at a given period of time. गिवन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में या फिर 1 ईयर में वॉट एवर कमोडिटीज आर प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द प्रोड्यूसर आर कॉल्ड एज अ टोटल आउटपुट. क्लियर एवरीवन? नेक्स्ट, stock. Stock is the total quantity of a commodity available for sale with a seller at a particular point of time. Here, stock means total quantity of a commodity available for sale. उसने सेल नहीं किया, but they are finished goods which are available for sale. Then when he will sell, when he will get a better price in the market, he will sell that product. So till that they are called as a stock. जो भी गुड्स सेल करने के लिए अवेलेबल है, वो गुड्स का जो गोडाउन में स्टॉक पड़ा हुआ रहता है, उसको बोला जाता है स्टॉक. It is a source of supply. See, if stock is there, then supply is possible. But if production is there, then stock is possible. It means stock is depends upon a production and supply is depends on stock. Clear? Next, supply. Supply is a relative term. It is expressed in relation to price, time and quantity. सी सप्लाई वर्ड्स को जो है, सप्लाई जो चीज़ है, कॉन्सेप्ट है, उसको एक्सप्लेन करते वक्त हमेशा टाइम, प्लेस और क्वांटिटी के साथ एक्सप्लेन करना चाहिए. कितने क्वांटिटी सप्लाई कर रहे हैं और कौन से टाइम पे. जैसे इन रेनी सीजन 50,000 अम्ब्रेलाज वर सोल्ड या फिर सप्लाई एट ₹100 ईच. सो यहाँ पे मैंने सप्लाई कॉन्सेप्ट को कैसे एक्सप्रेस किया, प्राइस के साथ, टाइम के साथ और उनके क्वांटिटी के साथ. क्लियर? नाउ व्हाट इज सप्लाई? Supply implies the various quantities of a commodities offered for sale by producer during a given period of time at a given price. This is what? Here, supply means various quantities of a commodity offered for sale. स्टॉक में क्या था? अवेलेबल फॉर सेल. और यहाँ पे है ऑफर फॉर अ सेल. क्वांटिटी जो सेल के लिए ऑफर की जाती है उसको बोला जाता है सप्लाई. ओके, अभी एक क्वेश्चन आपके लिए. सपोज मेरे पास 10 लाख का स्टॉक है, तो मेरा सप्लाई कितना होगा? 20 लाख हो सकता है? नहीं. सप्लाई इज ऑलवेज लेस देन स्टॉक. स्टॉक कैन exceed supply or stock and supply can be equal. ओके, जैसे कि अगर कोई पेरिशेबल गुड्स है, मतलब जल्दी ख़राब होने वाली चीज़ें, जैसे सब्जी है, मिल्क है, मीट प्रोडक्ट है, ओके, तो ये जो प्रोडक्ट्स है पेरिशेबल प्रोडक्ट, उनका सप्लाई हमेशा स्टॉक के बराबर होता है. बट इफ़ product is durable, then that supplier will supply the product only when he gets better price in the market, otherwise he will keep as a stock. Clear? So supply cannot exceed stock, but stock can exceed supply, क्योंकि स्टॉक में ये साल का प्रोडक्शन स्टॉक प्लस लास्ट ईयर का भी स्टॉक बचा हुआ रहता है. इसीलिए सप्लाई इज ऑलवेज मोर देन सप्लाई, बट सप्लाई कैन नॉट एक्सीड स्टॉक. क्लियर? नाउ दिस इज दिस डिफरेंस बिटवीन स्टॉक एंड सप्लाई. So number 1 is meaning. Stock is a total quantity of goods that are available for a particular point of time. And supply refers to the quantity of goods that a seller is able and willing to offer for a sale at a particular price during a certain period of time. सप्लाई मीन्स कमोडिटी, जैसे मैंने आपको सिखाया है, सप्लाई मीन्स व्हेन सप्लाई मीन्स अ क्वांटिटी ऑफ अ गुड्स दैट अ सेलर एबल, कोई प्राइस के लिए ही इज एबल एंड विलिंग, मन से इच्छा है उसको सेल करने की वो प्राइस को, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ सप्लाई. स्टॉक इज आउटकम ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. सी स्टॉक इज डिपेंड्स अपॉन प्रोडक्शन, मैंने आपको बोला था, दैट इज वाई स्टॉक इज आउटकम ऑफ प्रोडक्शन and supply is derived out of stock and supply is depends upon stock, ऐसा बोला है. Then third point is stock can be increased if the production is increased. Yes, if production is more, stock can be more. Okay, same way supply can be increased if stock is increased. Same way अगर stock ज़्यादा है then supply can be more. Next is stock is more than supply. As I said, stock is always more than supply. And in supply can be less than or equals to stock. However, it cannot exceed stock. Clear? स्टॉक से स्टॉक जो है वो सप्लाई से ज़्यादा हो सकता है, बट सप्लाई स्टॉक से कभी भी ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकता है. देन stock is a static concept and it is expressed in relation to price and time. stock एक जगह पे रहता है, so that is static concept, it expressed in relation to price and time. But supply is always expressed in relation to the price and time. Okay, so supply is a what? Flow concept. Okay, because supply means what? We are transferring goods from stocks to consumer, so that is what? It is a flow concept. Okay, next, after this stock, supply and total output concept, we will study another concept, that is supply schedule, that we have studied in third chapter also, that was demand schedule. Okay, here we will study supply schedule. Schedule means what? Table. Okay, so supply को हम लोग टेबुलर टेबल में और ग्राफ में प्रेजेंट करना मीन्स सप्लाई शेड्यूल. सी अ सप्लाई शेड्यूल इज अ टेबुलर रिप्रेजेंटेशन of the functional relationship between price and quantity supply of a particular commodity. Clear? Now, what are the two types of supply schedule? Number one is individual supply and number two is market supply. So one by one we will study. Number one, individual supply. Individual supply schedule refers to a tabular representation showing various quantity of a commodity that a producer is willing to sell at a various prices during a given period of time. Individual supply schedule means what? It's a tabular table form a presentation showing various quantity. It shows different quantities of a commodity that a single producer is ready to sell. This tabular presentation is called individual supply. A seller, a producer, a single producer is selling different commodities for a particular price is called as a individual supply. Individual means one, right? So one producer selling a particular commodity for a different prices is called individual supply. Now, here, what is the aim of producer? Producer aim is to earn profit, maximize the profit. Now, how can he earn the profit? See, if he charged more prices to product, then what he will get? More profit, right? So, as a producer, आप producer हो या फिर मैं producer हो, if there is a more price for a commodity which you are producing, then what you will do? You will supply more or less? Yes, you will supply more. because you want to maximize your profit. Same way, if there is less price in the market for our product, then what will be our supply? It will be less, कम ही होगा. ज़्यादा प्राइस तो हम लोग ज़्यादा बेचेंगे, जिससे अपने को ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट मिलेगा. कम प्राइस रहेगा तो ज़्यादा कैसे बेचेंगे? हम लोग को लॉस में तो नहीं जाना है. सो वी विल सेल द प्रोडक्ट बट इन लेसर क्वांटिटी. क्लियर? नाउ this is a individual supply table, schedule and curve. Here, number 1 column is about price of a commodity, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And in second column, there are various quantities offered for sale, that is supply, that is 100 kgs, 200 kgs, 300 kgs, 400 and 500. Okay. Now, from the above table, we can observe that when there is a lower price means, take the example of rupees 10, supply was 100 kg, and when price was 50, supply was 500. So here you can see there is a direct relation between price and supply, and because of that direct relation, here the supply curve is upward moving, if we having positive slope. See, coming towards the graph, on y-axis there is a price, on x-axis there is a quantity. Okay, so here after plotting these dots over here, that is supply kitna hai, 100 kg, 200 kg, 300 kg, 400 kg और 500 kg for this particular prices. और ये डॉट को अगर हम लोग ज्वाइन करेंगे, सो वी आर गेटिंग वन कर्व, दैट इज एसएस कर्व, एंड विच इज अपवर्ड मूविंग कर्व. क्लियर? बात समझ में आ रही है? एंड नाउ why this curve is upward moving curve? Because there is a direct relation between price and supply. What is direct relation? See, the price is more, supply is more. The price is less, supply is less. This is called as a direct relation. That is why supply curve is always having positive slope. Clear, everyone? Now next is market supply. See, market supply schedule refers to a tabular representation showing different quantities of a commodities which all producers are prepared to sell at different prices at a given period of time. Here in market supply, all producer, many producer selling different quantities of a commodity for a different prices is called market supply. Individual में क्या था? There were a producer, single producer selling a commodity for different prices, and here many producers selling many quantities for different prices. Table से और clear हो जाएगा. See, in first column there are prices 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and here while selling a quantity, there are three sellers, seller A, seller B, seller C. Okay, so for rupees 10, seller A was supplying 100 commodities, B was supplying 200, and C was supplying 300. So after adding these all sellers supply, we are getting 600. That is called market supply. Okay, market supply is obtained by adding the supply of all sellers, that is A seller, B seller and C seller for different prices. तो different prices में different seller ने जो भी supply किया है उनका horizontal total जो आएगा, that is your market supply. And this market supply you have to show in a graph. Y-axis prices, x-axis quantity. Prices 10 rupees, then supply was 600. When price 20, supply was 900. When price was 30, supply was 1200. When price was 40, supply was market supply was 1500. When price was 50, supply was 1800. After joining all this point, we are getting one upward moving curve, that is called SS curve. And this SS curve is having positive slope, upward slope, again because of direct relation between price and demand, price and supply. Okay, so this is all about market supply. Okay, we studied what is total output, stock, supply. In supply we studied individual supply and market supply. Okay, I hope till here you are okay, clear with all the concept. Okay, thank you.